So let's now look at the physical features of Pakistan in depth. This is the physical map of Pakistan, where you can see that the green area is where there is a lot of agriculture, whereas the brown area is where there is no agriculture as such, and it is a very dry area. And all these colors represent different types of physical changes in the country. So, physical feature of Pakistan. The study of physical map of Pakistan shows that Pakistan has a number one peculiar feature. The major part of the country consists of northern eastern mountain, northern western mountains, Indus plain, plateaus, desert, which means that Pakistan is very rich in physical features, as it may have a lot of mountains in it as well as other features. Let's talk about the northern mountains, the highest mountains of the world, known as the Himalayas, comprising of series of ranges, is situated in the northeast of our country, which includes Shivalik Range, the Pinjal Range, Central or Great Himalaya, Karakoram Range. So, Sialik Range, these are the lines of low latitude hills situated and adjacent to plain areas of Hazara district in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Attock, Rawalpindi, Jhelum, Gujarat, and Sialkot district. So, this range starts from Hazara, and it caters a lot of cities in Pakistan. So it is low altitude, means that they are not very high hills, they are medium to low length hills. The Pir Panjal range, these ranges lies further of the north and mostly run parallel, matlab सीधा, to the Silwak ranges. So all these ranges are colliding with one another. So ये जो ना एक range है और ये जो ना साथ ही चल रही है एक दूसरे के. So they are in besides Murray and Hazara Hill. Though the central of Great Himalaya, these mountains lie in between Pir Panjab range and Karakoram range. Karakoram range is the famous Karakoram range lies to the northern of central Himalaya in the northern Kashmir and Gilgit area. This range has an average height of 20,000 feet above sea level. The second highest peak of the world and the highest peak of Pakistan, Wingott Austin K2 Air K2 जो है इसी रेंज में आता है, ठीक है? Yeah, you must have heard about it. It's one of the second largest mountain in the world. So all these ranges are combined with one another. ये बिल्कुल अलग अलग नहीं है, ये continuous जो है ना continuous process में चलती चली जा रही हैं. So they are in contact with one another. So let's talk about northwestern mountains. Northwestern ranges of our country are also known as western branches of Himalayas mountains. These mountains consist of series of parallel ranges and are lower in latitude than the northeastern mountains. मतलब ये थोड़ी कम और से जो है निचली हैं. So it includes Hindu Kush, Koh-e-Safed, Waziristan Hills, Suleiman Mountain, Kirthar Mountains. So all these mountains are mostly covered with snow. So the places they are situated in are cold areas. So starting off with Hindu Kush ranges, between the Indus and Kabul River lies the Hindu Kush range. The average height of this range is between 10,000 to 15,000 feet above the sea level. So it means that ये जो above sea level मतलब बताते हैं sea नीचे होता है और इनकी जो height होती है वो जो है ना जितना sea से ऊपर होगा उतनी ज़्यादा इसकी height होगी. So that is how we measure the height of any mountain ranges. Then there is Koh-e-Safed. It lies in the south of Kabul River. Up to the Khurram Pass lies the Safed Koh range, which runs east and west. Waziristan Hill. Between the Khurram and the Gomal River lies the Waziristan Hill area. These hills have low latitude. Then there is Suleiman Mountain. In the southern of Bumal River lies the Suleiman Mountain. It runs southwards for a distance of about 300 miles. Then there is Karthar Mountain. In the west of Lower Indus Plain lies the hilly area known as Karthar Hills. These hills are not high enough, their average height being about 700 feet. So they are not very high or very. Then there is Indus Plains. Indus Plains are the areas that are lie near the Indus River. So the Indus River is the largest river in the country. This river after originated from northern slopes of Kailash range. तो जो ये जो रिवर है ना, ये कैलाश रेंज से आता है, चाइना की तरफ से बहता हुआ पानी आता है ये इंडस रिवर का, ठीक है। तो ये कैलाश रेंज कहलाती है, विच इज़ इन चाइना, पासिंग थ्रू द हिमालयाज एंड एंटर्स इन पाकिस्तान टेरिटरी नियर गिलगिट. So there are three parts. There is upper Indus Plain, lower Indus Plain and Indus Delta. So the Indus Plain is divided into three parts. So let's look at the upper Indus Plain. From the point of junction मतलब जहाँ से मिल रहा होता है, eastern tributaries of the river Indus is known as the upper Indus Plain. जो ईस्टर्न साइड पे उसको कहते हैं अपर इंडस प्लेन, जो कि ऊपर की साइड पे है, जो पंजाब की साइड पे पड़ती है. It includes most of the areas of Punjab province, whereas the lower Indus Plain, Mithankot is known as the junction of Indus River and its eastern tributaries. Beyond Mithankot River, Indus flows above alone and carries not only its own water but also that of its eastern and western tributaries, while flowing from the province of Sindh. So the upper Indus Plain is situated in Punjab, where the lower Indus Plain is situated in Sindh province. So now let's look at the Indus Delta. Indus Delta begins near the Thatta Sindh, and the river Indus, by distributing itself into number of branches, joins the water of Arabian Sea. तो जब ये जो सारा पानी जाके जब सी में गिरता है उसको हम कहते हैं इंडस डेल्टा. तो इट ऑल्सो लाइज इन द सिंध एंड ठट्टा से वहाँ से शुरू होता है. So let's look at the plateaus that are there in Pakistan. First look at the salt ranges. The area of salt ranges begin in the eastern near the Jhelum in the Jyoti Tila and the Bakarala Ridge, and the runs southwestern to the north of river Jhelum from some distance above the touring northwest to the cross the Indus near Calabar. So basically जो Indus जो salt range है, what it consists of is they have mountains of salt. जो salt के बड़े बड़े पत्थर हैं उनसे जो ना mountains बनी हुई हैं. So that is why they are called as salt ranges. And वहाँ से हम salt भी हासिल करते हैं, and we just learned where it lies in geographically. Then we have Potohar Plateau. North of salt range की northern side पे ये Potohar Plateau है, and area is the Rawalpindi, Jhelum and Miawali district. These areas also have uneven surfaces. Today ऊपर नीचे होते हैं. Plateaus are, as we studied before, that plateaus जो होते हैं वो uneven जगहों को कहते हैं. Then there is Balochistan, which are also very famous. The plateau lies to the west of Suleiman and Karthar mountains that we studied before this, the mountainous ranges. तो ये जो होता है उनके साथ उनके इर्द गिर्द ही है Balochistan plateaus. Like the Potohar Plateau, the dry hills run across the plateau from the northeast to the southwest. So now let's talk about the deserts that are there in Pakistan. Also, some deserts of the country are part of plain, but due to some different characteristics, they are also known as deserts. So number one is Thal Desert. Thal Desert is the area between the river Indus and Jhelum. Is also known as Sindh Sagar Doab. This includes the area of Miawali, Sargodha, Muzaffargarh and Dera Ismail Khan. district in the province of Punjab. Then there is Cholistan Desert. The southern border area of Bhavalpur division is known as Cholistan. In fact, it is a part of Rajasthan Desert situated adjacent to in India. Due to shortage of rainfall, these areas have become barren land. Barren land मतलब बंजर हो गए. The Nara and Tharparkar desert, the northern border area of Khairpur district in south is known as Nara Desert, and border area of Mirpur Khas and Sangar Desert are called Tharparkar or Thar Desert. These are also part of Rajasthan Desert in India. These are the deserted part of the country.